Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. You?
Same. Thanks.
Tell us a few words about yourself.
I'm Annie. I was born in Plovdiv, grew up in Assemograd, and painting is pretty much my life. Monica, tell us more about you.
I'm Monica. I'm born in Plovdiv. I studied in Plovdiv. And yes, I started drawing since the 6th grade. And since then I decided that's what I want to do.
And why did you choose an art school?
There was no other option for me. I remember I told my mom, pray for me to get in because I'm not gonna start studying math or something boring like that.
Yeah, pretty much the same. When I decided that I'm drawing every day, I had to choose the high school, and I said, well, it's gonna be the art school for me.
What did you do after you graduated high school?
I started learning German. I decided to go to Germany, Munich, to get in their academy. But when I got there, I found people very cold and boring. I was missing my people from the art school and all of my friends. So I got back in Plovdiv. That was it.
Yeah, well, I decided like in the 8th or 9th grade that I just wanted to go to France. And when I graduated, I went to Paris with design. That's what I wanted to do. Fine arts and design.
That's really nice.
And now, how has graduating art school helped you to achieve your goals?
All the knowledge that I have related to art, I owe to the art school, and after that, the art academy.
I think it's mainly the vision of the space, the colors, the textures, the way we appreciate all the creative way of thinking. Because it's more colorful now, we see the things in a different way. I think for the artist it's good for everyday life. So
How did the idea of the business came?
I've always wanted to have something in mind, something like a small art shop. But the idea for this particular business was actually not mine. It was one of my best friend's idea. She told me, you're so communicative, you have so many friends and people that like you, you should do something with art and people, yeah.
So, how did you manage to accomplish it?
It was a lot of hard work, not that much. I didn't put much money into it, but a lot of hard work. I remember when I got back from the States, I lived there for 6 years. And right after that, I decided to open a studio. I found this place and I painted the walls. I created all these frames and everything. I was part of everything that has done here.
And what do you love most about your job?
Everything that I meet new people, the work with the kids, that everything is art here. I have the freedom to decide what to do. I'm the boss.
myself,
Yeah. So,
and it's pure love. It's like you do what you love to do. So
yes.
there's nobody to say you should be there at 5 and to be worried if it's not, or whatever. It's just freedom. Yeah.
What part of your job is the most difficult if you love it so much?
honestly, to earn money from it. Everything else is super easy for me. I'm motivated every time to come here, to organize the studio. I love it even when I clean after class. Maybe there's a hard part for money, I don't know.
Not really. It's mainly to live with that. Maybe to make it busy, you know, just to keep the business alive, even in the pandemic, even in when it's, you have to close. That's probably the hard part when there is so many restrictions from the country, and you have to be aware of all of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Since that's the place that it's fine. Is it like the restrictions? How many people? If do they have to wear a mask or not? Or you have to be awake to keep it.
Yeah, definitely. Since the whole COVID situation started, it got very hard. It was super easy the first month we were working because I opened the studio a month before the pandemic started.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you ever regretted something doing?
No, never. Definitely not. Even when the pandemic started, I never thought of giving it up. Never.
I arrived here like a few months after she opened the place, thanks to one of my friends and girlfriend. And I arrived.
He was the guy who
from my class.
From her class. I knew him, and he worked with me during the last summer. No, the summer before last summer. And when he told me he has to leave, I was like, oh no, I need a person. I'll be by myself, no way. And he was like, oh, I will meet you with Bonnie. She's the best. She will be better than me. And he was right. She's the best. Yes.
She said, I know the person.
She's not allowed to go anywhere else.
And we just, you know, like.
Oh, there was a chemistry from the first
like,
moment. Yeah.
Like we glue each other, and it's
Yes.
just so great to have that calm and you know the trust, you know, to have the trust in between. It's just to work with the person that you know she will understand and I understand.
Yeah, especially when I got pregnant and especially when I gave birth. She was the boss here. She was free to do everything, and I was completely sure about that she will be fine.
Like we're great man things like
Yes.
so we think the same way, and it was so easy. The communication, the organization, it was all good. And that as I was searching a place where I could work with kids, paint with kids, it was just a perfect time and moments just to start. It's just great.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I guess we both
We're just very happy that we found
yes,
each other.
Yes.
Yes.
And there was a nice memory in your career.
Oh, there's so many.
Every
So
time,
many.
it's
Every
like
time, yes.
celebration, yeah.
All the kids that I have been here, all the older people, the adults. Every time is different and every time is fun. I cannot think of a particular situation that is something special. Every time is special.
Mainly when someone came back and they said it was amazing, I'll bring some new people, and it's like from a person to a person, they come again.
Yeah, this is definitely the best
And
part.
you feel like you did a good job, and they're happy, and we're happy, so it's all good.
Yeah, every time when they decide to come second, third, fourth time, it's a holiday for us.
Who's the person or the visual artist that inspires you most?
This is a really hard question for me because I cannot tell you one name. I get inspired by many things, not one person. I get inspired by colors, moods, people, new things that I have in my life. It was one thing when I started, it was another thing when the whole COVID situation started, it was another thing the summer after the first quarantine, and now I could tell I'm inspired by my newborn. I'm trying to be a good mom and also a good artist, but I really cannot tell a person who actually inspires me. Maybe Monet.
Yeah, for me it's like from painters, sculptures, and then you go to cinema, and when you go see a movie and you have some new ideas. But it could be the family, the friends, just a conversation. It's just every time it's different, really. It depends on what you need in the day. It's just inspired. And
Nowadays, with all this social media, there's so many artists out there. You get inspired by
so much
different artists
that
and different paintings, not even one. There's so many. And that was actually one of the hardest questions for me.
I remember when I was, I had like apprenticeship in the theater, and I could watch every day the plays there. And I love the decoration, so I love the set design. And when we organize here, it's like something that you bring into your life and your work, like decoration, how to fix this, the lights, the colors, and it's everything that you learned until now. It's helpful for our business, as the question previously.
If I have to be honest, I'm probably mostly inspired by this place, and I put this place in other places in my life. For example, I honestly can tell that purple is not my favorite color, even the studio is called gunova, which means purple. But all of a sudden I started wearing purple and do everything with the purple color. So yeah, I think this place inspires me the most.
Who came here? And who is the one who supports you from day on?
Always my family, my friends. As I told you earlier, one of my best friends gave me the idea for this particular business. And when I shared the idea with the other friends in my family, everybody was like, do it, we'll be there for you. And when I started remodeling the studio, there were many people who could help. For example, the tables. I have a friend who does this kind of things, so wood and furniture. So he did the tables. I have a friend who's a tailor. She did the curtains and stuff like this that I can't do. My dad helped me a lot with the electricity and all the emotional and mental support I had from the rest of the family and friends.
family and friends, like the best, the closest one. They know that this makes me feel alive, so they push me to continue this way.
If you could turn the time back, would you choose another time?
No. Definitely not.
I'm very happy the place I am, and the things that happens around this place, in here and outside. Probably just one thing, when I was in France, I could do some more to add to my grade, if I could say that, because it's complicated between the two countries. I had some trouble there, so I'm saying, but it's all good. It's all good. No regrets.
Apart from this business, what is other professional accomplishments that you achieved?
Shame on me, but nothing. I'm sorry. I am not. I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but
She's a mother. She's a mother now.
I've never had an exhibition, and but maybe if you have another interview in like 10 years, I'll have
Would be the best.
more things to show off. But maybe Moni has something out of this.
Well, I'm just starting my career, my great career.
We're still young.
Yeah. I think that's something I would do in future, exhibition, writing something, doing something else. But for the moment, I'm one step by step. I even study still, so I'm in the academy to add some grades. So I'm still studying. So I'm saying I have the time to continue.
The only thing I can think about that is that has happened out of the studio, but it's also related to it, is that we donated a lot of money earned from paintings for a kid. So I could tell this is something good I've done out of the studio. And for future, I will keep doing it because I think it's very important to get out of the box, literally, and to search for people who not just need to come here and have fun and paint, but people who need help. And I'm so glad that I was able to help with my art.
Would you show us your best piece of art?
Yes, you probably already saw it. It is, excuse me, it is this painting.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really pretty.
Tell us more about it.
I didn't do it here. I made it in the art academy. We had a project to paint anything in this style called pointillism. And I believe it turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
And it was my first project made with this style.
Do you have any future art projects?
Perhaps this game with the guns to meet.
Oh yeah, I came up with the idea of creating paintings by shooting balloons filled with paint.
It's very contemporary.
Yes, and so much fun. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic and the fact that the studio doesn't work as much as we want, We don't do it often, but when we do it, it's so much fun. And I really hope this year to start doing it more often.
This summer.
And
maybe.
also to start having more classes out of the studio. We've had them, but not as many as we want. And what else? We've been thinking about something like an exhibition here, but not for paintings, mostly painted clothes.
Handmade. Hand-painted.
Yeah. So that's it. And maybe in 10 years, a real exhibition.
In the biggest gallery. We hope so.
So tell me, what can you give, what advice could you give us?
To never give up, to dedicate yourself to what you do. If you think it's hard to continue with art, I will be honest, it is. But if you choose this path, this is the greatest choice you could make, because I didn't tell you earlier, but the best part of my art job is that I don't take it as a job. I don't feel like I'm working, and I believe every artist can tell the same.
Yeah. It's, for me, the advice would be to be curious, to explore as much as you can at your age, whatever. Yeah, it's just do everything that is in front of you at school, outside of school. It's so the information that you have is so rich and pure that you'll be so inspired to decide, okay, this is for me, and I choose my path. And even if it's not drawing, painting, whatever, it's just you have to be curious and to continue to not give up, as Annie said, and to love even if it's difficult, just to say, okay, it's for a good idea, so I'll go straight for it.
Yeah, and love the process, not just the result.
Yeah.
Love the process, and everything will be.
The journey is more
Yes, definitely
more than the destination. Yes, it's truly that. I love being in the high school. I love being a student after that. It's just discovering pieces of yourself every day and every month and every year. It's just very important for you to. And then you say, okay, it was difficult. I failed here, but at the end, I'm proud of myself. And that's the important thing. So, go.
Thanks so much. That's everything.
Thank you, girls.
Cheers.